Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful, sunny day here, but let me tell you, the drama unfolding in Los Angeles right now is casting a massive, dark cloud over everything. Grab a coffee, or maybe something a little stronger, because we have an absolute mountain of chaos to unpack today. So let's just get right into it, because my brain is practically frying trying to process what the writers are doing right now. And I mean that. We all knew Wyatt Spencer was coming back to LA, right? Bill summoned him to help with the family empire. But Shauna Fulton tagging along? Bill was literally asking what she was doing there in the previews, and honestly, so were the rest of us. But now we know exactly why she is here, or at least what she stumbled into, and it is a complete disaster. A beautiful, messy, soapy disaster that I am both living for and completely exhausted by. Shauna has been back for like 5 minutes, and she is already blowing up the Logan family from the inside out. I can't even believe how fast this escalated. Let's set the scene. A few episodes ago, we saw Katie pushing Hope so hard to make a final decision about leaving Forrester Creations and coming over to Logan. Hope has been agonizing over this. Liam is in her ear, Katie is in her ear, Brooke is doing whatever Brooke does. And then we have this super private, highly sensitive conversation between Hope and Katie about the secret contract. The secret contract that is basically going to define the future of the Logan brand. And who just happens to be lurking in the hallway? Who just happens to be walking by at the exact right or wrong moment? Shauna Fulton. Of course it's Shauna. It is always Shauna when there is a secret to be exposed. She just has this radar for drama, I swear. And you'd think, okay, Shauna's going to run straight to Bill, right? Because she loves stirring the pot with Bill. She loves holding something over him or trying to get his attention. But no, Shauna actually uses her brain this time. She realizes that this information is a gold mine. A literal gold mine. Instead of blabbing to Bill, she corners Katie. Can you guys just picture Katie's face when Shauna slithers into her office with that smug little smile? I would have paid real money to be a fly on the wall for that. Shauna flat out blackmails Katie. She says, I know about Hope's secret contract. I know what you're planning. And if you wanted to keep my mouth shut, you're going to give me a senior management position at Logan. Or are they thinking giving Shauna this kind of leverage? I mean, Katie is supposed to be the smart sister, the business-savvy sister. But she gets totally backed into a corner here. Katie is forced to accept this deal. She caves. She actually caves and hires Shauna Fulton for a top-tier executive role at her new fashion house. Why? To protect Hope's plan. Because if this secret gets out before Hope is officially locked in, or before the timing is right, the whole thing blows up. Ridge and Steffy would go nuclear, and Brooke. Well, we'll get to Brooke in a second. But Katie sacrifices her own company's integrity to protect her niece. Which is sweet, I guess, but also incredibly stupid. Like really, really dumb business practice. So now Shauna is officially at Logan, walking around with a fancy title and a corner office, probably. And this is where the train really comes off the tracks. Brooke finds out. Brooke Logan Forrester, who just managed to pull off a miracle and get Hope's line back at Forrester, walks in and sees Shauna Fulton working at her sister's company. Brooke absolutely loses her mind. And honestly, can you blame her? Shauna is like public enemy number 1 for Brooke. The history there is so toxic. The Vegas wedding, the manipulation, the constant lingering around Ridge. Brooke hates Shauna with a passion that burns brighter than 1,000 suns. Brooke immediately thinks Katie has betrayed the family. She is screaming, she is crying, she is doing the full Brooke Logan meltdown that we have seen a million times. And Katie just has to stand there and take it. She has to stand there and let Brooke call her a traitor. Let Brooke question her loyalty. Because she cannot tell Brooke the truth. She cannot say, hey, I only hired her because she is blackmailing me over Hope's secret contract. If Katie tells Brooke that, Brooke will probably march right over to Shauna and physically throw her out of the building. Which would cause Shauna to spill the secret, which ruins everything for Hope. It's a vicious cycle. A terrible, no-win situation for Katie. And I'm sitting here watching this, just typing furiously at my keyboard, thinking, is Katie actually a martyr here? Or is she just weak? Maybe I'm being too harsh on Katie. She's trying to build something massive at Logan. She wants to rival Eric Forster's legacy. She needs Hope to do that. So she is taking the hit. She is letting her sister hate her so that Hope can have her dream. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It's a huge sacrifice, but it is also ripping the Logan sisters apart. Donna has been warning Katie this whole time. Donna literally said, "This is going to ruin our family." And Katie ignored her. And now look, the family is crumbling. Let's talk about the fans on social media for a second. The fans are losing it over this. Half the timeline is screaming at Katie for being an idiot and trusting Shauna, and the other half is screaming at Brooke for always making everything about herself. It is a war zone out there. And honestly, I kind of see both sides. But mostly, I'm just terrified of what Shauna is going to do with this power. Because she isn't just sitting at a desk filing her nails. No, the spoilers say Shauna is starting to dig deep into the fashion house's financial decisions. Read that again. Shauna Fulton, digging into the financials of a major fashion house. What does Shauna know about corporate finance? Absolutely nothing, but she is poking around. She is looking at the books. She is probably trying to find more dirt, more leverage. Or maybe she is just trying to embezzle. Who even knows at this point? This is a ticking time bomb. A massive, catastrophic ticking time bomb that is sitting right in the middle of the Logan offices, just waiting to explode and take everyone down with it. I just don't understand how Katie thinks this is sustainable. You cannot build a fashion empire on a foundation of blackmail. You just can't. Eventually, Bill is going to notice. Bill Spencer does not miss things. He is already suspicious of why Shauna is in Los Angeles. If he finds out that Shauna is working at Logan and that Katie hired her, he's going to start asking questions. And when Bill starts asking questions, secrets do not stay secret for very long. He will tear that company apart to find out what Katie is hiding. And Liam? Liam is cheering for Hope to join Logan. But if he finds out Shauna is running the show behind the scenes, he is going to flip. And what about Hope? Hope is in the middle of this massive tug of war. Brooke got her line back at Forrester. Katie is offering her the world at Logan. But Hope doesn't know that Katie is currently being held hostage by Shauna Fulton's blackmail. If Hope finds out that her aunt is being extorted just to protect her, Hope might just walk away from the whole thing. The guilt would eat her alive. Hope is too pure for this kind of corporate espionage nonsense. Well, maybe not pure. She's had her moments, but she definitely doesn't want her family destroyed over a clothing line. I keep changing my mind about Shauna. At first, I was like, ugh, why is she back? We don't need this right now. The canvas is already so crowded with the Steffy and Brooke co-CEO drama, and Will and Electra, and the whole Remy Price creepy stalker thing. But now I kind of respect the hustle. Shauna saw an opportunity, and she took it. She didn't go crying to a man. She didn't ask Bill for a handout. She walked right up to the CEO of a new company and took a senior management job by force. It is villain behavior, and I'm kind of here for it. Wait, am I rooting for Shauna? Oh my God, I think I might be rooting for Shauna. No, I take it back. I can't root for Shauna because she is hurting the Logan sisters. And say what you want about Brooke, Katie, and Donna, but their sisterhood is like the core of this show. Whenever the writers tear them apart, it just hurts to watch. Brooke is so fiercely protective of her family, and to see her feeling so betrayed by Katie, it's heartbreaking. Brooke genuinely thinks Katie is choosing Shauna, the woman who tried to steal Ridge, over her own flesh and blood. The psychological damage this is doing to Brooke is insane. She's going to spiral. We all know Brooke spirals when she feels abandoned. And let's not forget the timing of all this. This is happening exactly when Forrester Creations is at its most vulnerable. Ridge is stressed out. Steffy is on a warpath. Zen is throwing temper tantrums in the CEO's office. This was Logan's moment to strike. This was Katie's moment to unveil hope and completely crush Forrester in the press. But instead of focusing on the launch, Katie is going to be spending all her energy trying to keep Shauna happy and trying to keep Brooke from burning the building down. It is a total distraction, a fatal flaw in Katie's master plan. Honestly, you guys, I'm just so tired. I've been covering these corporate takeovers and blackmail plots for years, and it always ends the same way. Someone ends up in tears, someone ends up fired, and someone ends up falling into a prop pool. But this one feels different because the stakes for the family are so high. This isn't just about money. This is about trust. Katie is breaking Brooke's trust to save Hope. Shauna is exploiting that broken trust. It is a masterclass in soap opera manipulation, but it is just so exhausting to watch these characters make the same mistakes over and over again. And think about Wyatt in all of this. Wyatt is back in town to help Bill. Wyatt is still with Flo, Shauna's daughter. How is Wyatt going to react when he finds out his future mother-in-law is blackmailing Katie Logan? The layers to this drama are just endless. It's like an onion, but every layer just makes you cry more. I can already see the tense family dinners. Wyatt trying to play peacekeeper while Shauna smirks over her wine glass. It is going to be incredibly awkward, and I will be watching every single second of it. So what happens next? I'm betting Shauna finds something in those financial records. Something big. Maybe Katie took a loan from Bill that she wasn't supposed to? Maybe Deke Sharp's new contract has some shady clauses? Whatever it is, Shauna is going to use it. She's going to tighten the leash on Katie until Katie literally cannot breathe. And when the truth finally comes out, because it always comes out, the explosion is going to be legendary. Brooke is going to owe Katie the biggest apology of her life, but might be too late to save their relationship. We are watching the destruction of the Logan legacy in real time, folks, and I cannot look away. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because my brain